You did something exceptional. Like, and I've asked myself, like, I've hosted a number of programs, but usually, should I say the person we're either celebrating or therefore usually ends up coming, I mean, being the last person to come out. But we were there and you were literally the first person to be out, already seated, waiting for us to come. And I really I had to commend you on that.
Thank
because I hardly see that. So it
Thank
was
you.
beautiful, and I believe that it's something that I think you have been doing, and you should just keep doing it.
Thank
it's
you.
so beautiful.
Thank
you make our work easier because once I see it comes with smiles and I'm ready to do some work. Right. I mentioned that you started some projects before all of this, and one of these projects that I know a lot of you probably will ask questions or are looking to ask is about the music group you formed. I don't know whether it's a group but of course, now that you're here, you can tell us more about that. That's the Sea Breed, right?
Yes, the Sea
yes.
Breed.
And so, can you give us a little more details about that? What informed that decision to come up with something of the sort?
Okay, good morning to everybody listening to us right now. Sea Breed is a group of young talents.
Right.
Some of them have been part of my backing vocal team for some time now.
Okay.
And some of them are just random talented singers that I came into contact with. And so I get a lot of messages. We want to be mentored. We want to be, trained. We are looking for this opportunity. And it's looking like I cannot do it one by one, So we decided to put all of them together and come up with Celestial Breed. By the grace of God, we've been able to release the first single. And that is You Are Amazing. So as and when we see any of them has come up to that standard that the world they are ready to be heard. Yes, we put them to lead a song, and then we release. Yeah, so that's basically the idea.
Oh, and how many people are there in this group?
Currently we have like 20 of them.
You have 20 children.
I'm actually looking for 100 actually.
Wow.
Yes, I want to have the biggest, choir in Ghana. Yeah.
You know what I'm excited about? Because it's always a question I like to ask. I mean, if you're doing so well, you go out there, you're ministering, you're doing all that. Who are you training? Or who are you helping to also get to that point in their lives? And for you to start, you didn't start with 1, 2, 3, not even 10, 20.
I've been doing this for some time now, I mean, it's spread across all my releases. I try to put on talents that are not known at all.
Yeah.
Like I featured them. I remember when you listen to the song Supernatural, I featured Ishmael.
Yeah, is that the young boy?
No,
there was this young boy.
Agbebolo is Israwa Gideon.
Yes.
And so I've done a couple of songs with young artists that are not known at all, just to give them the opportunity.
Yeah.
Yes, and so this time we're just making it official, to put them in a group, and then so that we can have this group brand.
Right. This is so beautiful to know. At the launch, you actually outlined certain projects you were going to embark on before the main program. I remember you mentioned of a high school tour.
Yeah.
I think there were 2 or more. But of course, I think now that you're here, you could actually take us through and why the decision to actually start a project of the sort, and especially in the beginning of a year like this.
Okay. So it's not just high school. I'm doing campus, what I call campus gospel, and it's outreach, a gospel outreach into schools. It doesn't matter whether university or primary. I believe that school is the right place to start evangelism. I was blessed in my secondary school days when we had these evangelists who come to the school to preach for us. It really aligned me and has really helped me. So that place is the place where we must really reach these young people with the gospel. I've been thinking that we've released albums, we've done concerts, we've traveled a bit, and all this exposure and name and fame. What are we supposed to do with it? Yeah. It's to impact. If I stand in, I remember, I think 131st December, I just hopped into church, and then I started preaching.
Wow.
And these are things we don't post on social media or make
Yeah.
noise about, but I do. I always say that I'm not your regular celebrity. I'm evangelist. I'm a preacher.
I know you.
And that is why I try to remain that level where it will be easy for me to enter the market and preach. You know, I don't want to raise, myself to that, I want it to be easy for me to go anywhere with the gospel. And so at one of these encounters in preaching in the church, there was this woman who was just shocked, looking at me preaching
Because she's
in church.
like, what is she doing here?
Yeah,
Why this?
shocked. And okay, so where the car stopped, where I decided to stop to join the next bus, she got down, even though that was not where she was not where she was going. She got down and she said, Celestine, like she didn't even know how to start blessing me. She blessed me so well, and said, look, I've seen preachers preach in Trotro, but you had my attention throughout. And that is the point. The name God has given me, the fame God has given me. If I stand somewhere to preach the gospel, I believe that exactly. And so that is one area that I want to use this fame for, to reach out to these young souls in the schools. And so we started Campus Gospel. We started with some schools in our neighborhood, and it went so well. It just encouraged me, to do more. And so we also, like I said at the launch, we also doing what we call time with song ministers. Those singers who are in the choirs, who are solo singers in churches, and all that. My songs particular, they is either one church is doing it every Sunday or the other choirs are doing it. And so I believe they are the people who connect to our songs and in a way spread the songs as well. So I decided to host sessions of intimate time with these singers, just to empower them, to encourage them to keep doing what they are doing. Before you become a big star, or what you are hoping to become, you have to start somewhere. Serve in the church, commit yourself to service. And even if you become, no matter how big you become, I still lead praise and worship in my church. Most of the songs I release outside, I sing in my church before I release them.
Before you release them. Okay.
And so that is how to serve with our gifts. So it is just to encourage this young talent to also, put seeking God and honoring God with their gift first before the fame.
Right.
Yeah.
So these are projects you're currently working on.
Yes.
So just so you know, if you're in your church and you see Celestine and her team there, don't be surprised. And if you're in any school, be it tertiary, I mean, any educational background, and you see her there, don't be surprised, because this is the project she's working on.
Yeah.
And I like the fact that you're saying that when God blesses you to that point in your life, it is just okay to also give back. And you putting these projects together is so beautiful. And it looks like you're doing all this and crowning it all in a special event. Usually they say that the anniversaries, the 10, all of that are the age, but this is the 11th edition of Celestial Praise, right?
Yes,
it is the 11th edition.
Yes.
She has been doing this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This is the 11th edition, and you have been doing it at the same place for a long time.
Yeah.
I don't know whether it's for the past 11 years, that's where you have been, but I can say majority of your events have been at that place.
Yes.
Yes. Is there a reason you choose that place?
Yes. There are very good reasons. All these halls are not for free.
Okay.
We pay for them. And so we're looking at where we can get some sort of waiver, if you like, or where we can spend less.
Okay.
And so with Victory Bible Church, they have equipment, they have the screens, and so with a little beef up, it spend less,
right,
compared to other places. So for now, looking at the audience we are able to gather, I think it's okay. We started with Royal House Chapel. They are smaller room, and then we came to Perez, and then now we are at Victory Bible. So far, so good, and I'm literally like a member of Victory Bible.
Yes, because I was going to say that, yeah, like you're literally like, it's always Victory Bible Church and it's at Awoshi Vineyard.
Yes,
that's the
yes.
junction.
Reverend Bishop Takiabo I don't even know what to say. He's a very lovely man of God.
Oh.
Like, easy to reach, you know, he's like, he meets your call and he calls you back. Like, it's rare, you know.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
And for me, Victory Bible Church, I grew up watching that place being put together because I lived in Kwashiman.
Oh, yeah.
That's where my family house is. So I remember my naughty self, when we get up and we just want to roam in the neighborhood, we just use that side and always passing there and seeing that beautiful edifice is everything. So yes, this year is happening at Victory Bible Church. Can you give us the date, who is going to be there, and what are we to expect on that day? So everything about Celestial Praise 11.
Okay, so by the grace of God, this year the theme is behold, I do a new thing. We believe strongly that 11 is a new beginning and God is about to do a new thing. The date is 9th of March, and that is coming Sunday week. Pepe. Yes. That is, today is exactly 9 days more to Celestial Praise. And then the time is 3:55. Please, not 4 p.m. 3:55.
Okay.
3:55. And everybody, who has been part of Celestial Praise or who has attended before knows that when we say is one, it is one. And so 3:55 it is. And I'm not doing this alone. I'm very happy about feedback we've received over the years. Last year, for instance, the last edition we did, for instance, people said, Celestine, the artists are too many, so we don't get to enjoy more of you. So this year, trust me, you are getting it back to back.
Okay.
So you can see that on the bill, the artists are not too many. They are just 4 more artists, including myself.
Okay.
Plus myself, and that is Minister GUC from Nigeria.
Okay.
And then we have, let me say, GUC. I'll put you in front of my melody. You are all that you see, when you mention Jesus,
people don't really know.
But
and that's the thing, when you sing, that's that's him.
Yeah.
You know that night when she even mentions Jesus, and then when she sang,
everybody was like,
that song. Yes. Okay.
So
Right.
that's the guy. He's an anointed man of God, undoubtedly. His song has blessed my personal devotion time for a very long time, and I'm so happy that we are able to bring him this year. And then we have Zaza Motseki from South Africa. You know, the thing with Celestial Praise, I always want us to have this variety of gospel, songs, gospel performances. It is not just, I don't want to put like worship artists on the bill. I want, different colors, different people, different voices. Sorted. And honestly, I wish I'll be able to host like 7 countries, to have that variety so that we can enjoy something different. And so, Zaza is bringing that South African-ish on the stage. I cannot wait. I've met her perform live. I performed with her in Kenya and even in South Africa. I recorded on her concert in Soweto, and she's an amazing singer. If you know, Iyo Calvary, Iyo Calvary, that's her song, the one which is known in Ghana.
Right.
And then we have my brothers. Pastor Edwin Datsen.
Oh, my friend. He's my incoming manager.
This far by grace.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. This far by grace.
Right.
To ask mommy.
Yeah.
Yes, you are doomed.
I'm a lyricist.
Yeah, so Pastor Edwin Datsen is rapping live, and then we have Kwekute.
Yes,
Kwekute.
Yes,
That I mean, the man of the youth. That's how I call him.
Yeah,
because the youth love him, and we are happy to have him. And of course, not forgetting, last but not the least, yours truly, yours faithfully, yours sincerely, Celestine
Donkor. Yes. and she is the fire. She is the fire, and she's bringing all these people together. You are one person who is able to move around Africa like nobody's business. All your concerts have featured artists from Kenya. Like you bring, some spice. It's always different, and yes, we're all looking forward to this because the list is beautiful. And as you said, this year, so everybody can actually enjoy.
We have
it.
enough time.
Yeah, enough time.
And also, of course, we have Celestial Breed, my people,
your people,
and then some choral group. I've become a fan of choral music.
It's beautiful.
I went to perform somewhere, and then I saw this choral group. They got me on my feet throughout their performance, and I'm like, no, guys, you need to be on Celestial Praise.
Okay.
So they are coming. So it's a mixture of everything. So if you are an Orthodox person, you are going to enjoy the choral people. And if you are, no matter your denomination, there's something about
there
for you. And so all this is not for free. It cannot be for free.
Yes, it's not for free. You can't just come and enjoy it. No, okay, but it's not for enjoyment. It's for it's for God. So you still have to come and put something down. But trust her, she's making it easy for you.
Listen.
Yes, yeah.
I'm saying that I always say that. See, your ticket, buying your ticket, is your way of supporting the expenses. Flying artists from outside Ghana with their team is no a joke. So you can see that your 60 Ghana regular ticket is just a token of support, into the expenses that we have on the day. And that is 60 Ghana cedis is for regular. And 150 is for VIP. VIP comes with a light refreshment. Okay. And then we have family of 5 is 200. And who's there for crowd?
160 Ghana, 150 for VIP.
Yes.
Then family of
5, 200.
The calculation is not calculated.
Yeah, I'm just trying to put 2 and 2. It's not calculating for me.
Because you can have a family. We've had families where a husband, a wife, and there are 3 children.
Okay.
So it's I'm not saying 5 ladies should put themselves together.
Come and say that. I get it.
So we have a double or couple for 110.
Okay.
Yes. So I think it's if we can afford Papa who recently.
Celestine, why have you taken my question from my mouth?
Who recently scammed me. If you can afford, you can afford. Honestly, I'm very happy that Ghana has become receptive to buying tickets to events. I'm very happy about it. It's something we've prayed for, we've talked about. You take it event and no show. You do it for free, packed. But the narratives have changed, and I thank you who believe in supporting your artists by buying a ticket. I thank you for doing that for your artists. God bless you.
God bless you. So you see how she's taking her time to break it all down for you. And for you who just tuned in, maybe you missed out on it. Don't worry. We'll put everything on our social media pages, Hits FM, YouTube. We'll put it on X so that you can actually back and then listen to everything that she's put together. So you have a feel of what to expect. So yes, Celestial Praise 11th is happening in March. That's on the 9th.
Yes.
Right? It's happening on the 9th of March. So yes, after Independence Day celebrations, then we'll go and thank God for Ghana.
Yes.
We thank God for ourselves. We thank God for the life of everybody. So yes,
Pepe.
So please make up your mind. Actually, just mark the date and then make sure you are part of this beautiful event. We'll come back to Celestial Praise 11. But, as you mentioned, Papa, because it was something I was going to ask you. Because I was like, when I saw the video, I said, no way. Did this happen? That was because I think somebody had put something similar like that out. One of the celebrities.
Is
but what?
Ahonfe Patri.
Yes,
She has
yes,
also done that.
yes. Ahonfe Patri also had put a similar thing out, but I was like, oh, I mean, then when I saw yours, I saw a Nenokre.
It was after I posted my video that I saw people commenting that, Ahonfe Patri spoke about it, and I said, no, I had no idea.
So what was it? Was it a call you made and then sent money to, or what was the issue?
This is exactly what happened. On my busy day, as an artist. My little nieces, it was their birthday. They are twins.
Okay.
And I'm their rich auntie. You know, they cannot have their birthday without me showing up. And I couldn't. So I wanted to order because that's their favorite.
Yeah.
I am not a fan of papaya. I'm sorry, but I'm not a fan of it. But the kids love it. So I decided to order so that they can deliver to them.
Yeah, okay.
Then I called online because I couldn't go there at the time. But I was hoping they would do everything. So even if I decide to pick it up, it will be done by the time I get there. So I went online and I Googled. This is exactly what I entered. Papaya Branch, La Paz. And then it showed up with their picture and everything. And then a contact number. And this is not the first time I've ordered online. So I called the number. And the person picked and said, okay, give me the prices, exact prices, which I know of. And then he said, okay. And I placed my order. And he gave me the total amount. And he was asking me to pay. Okay. Now, I'm supposed to pay at pickup. But then he said, you see, people order and we finish the order, but they don't come and pick up, which made total sense to
But
me.
was the number on their official page, or it was just online?
It was, I entered a Google search.
Okay.
Yes, and I found Papaya La Paz branch.
Okay.
I do that for cheesy pizza.
Okay.
You know, and it has never failed. Yeah.
Right.
So I didn't have any reason to doubt.
Okay.
So this person said, okay. So I said, okay, so it makes sense. I can pay. So I sent the money. You see, I was swamped with a lot that day. So I was in a hurry to pay so that I don't even forget to pay. So I paid. Then when I sent it, then I came into my senses and saw the name wasn't Papaya. But I had already sent it. Then I called the guy back and said, how come Papaya or for Papaya would use a number that does not resonate with their name? That, that's nothing shows it's from Papaya. And then the guy said, oh, he's the manager. But then they're having a challenge with the official number they use. So this one is the manager's number. I shouldn't worry. I'll be sorted.
Have answers for everything.
So they are going to key in my order into their system. So they are going to give me a code, which I must also enter and follow a process so that when I get there, it will be easy for me to pick. So the moment I heard the code, because this fraudsters, they always use codes. The moment I heard code, then I just knew my life has turned around. So when I heard code, I'm like, oh my God, these people have scammed me. So I didn't even enter the code at all because, so I said, okay, I was going to drive there so that in case of anything, I just know what's happening. So I drove there. In fact, the moment I hung up the call, apparently, while they are even on the call with you, they are tapping into your phone. Yes.
Okay.
So he was able to tap into my airtime.
Okay.
Yes. And was able to withdraw all my airtime. All of it, which is very strange. I didn't enter any code. And took all my airtime. So I saw airtime has been withdrawn. This amount of airtime, I think, accumulated to 70 cedis. Then the next message I saw, your mobile money PIN has been blocked due to several attempts. That I knew it was intentional scam. So I drove there just to. So it's like when I got there, like they know. Like you can see from the body language, they've had so much complaints that they are very much aware. So I was like, so you guys really know this is going on? Are you creating any form of awareness? And stuff like that. It was rather unfortunate, so that's what happened. So I thought of posting the video so that I can also
to caution people.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that means obviously the company had nothing to do with this, but it is people out there who are actually using the company's name to scam people in the name of the company, which is rather unfortunate. I hope everybody is cautioned because there's a lot of scamming going on in the system. So if you are not careful, then there's a lot definitely going to happen to you. TGMA is around the corner. Yeah, and we're all looking forward to it because that's a season for, I mean, every artist and all that. Now we have reggae and dancehall musician Raskuku, and he thinks that the gospel song of the year category should be open to all, not just gospel musicians, but secular artists. Everybody should be open to be able to, get into that category. What do you think about his statements?
Honestly, for me, I think a gospel song is a gospel song. What makes a gospel song, according to me, what I understand, is when the content is sort of affiliated to God or, connected to something about God or something that, using godliness to encourage people or to inspire people or to communicate some sort of advice. Yeah. So for me, and that is what we, in quote, do here as gospel. And so if any artist said to say, kwabra kwabra nyom be kwai mami yo.
Yes.
Be kwai mami yo.
Yeah.
I found myself singing that song a couple of times because at a point where you need a kwai to be, the song will make sense to you.
True.
You understand? So I don't think it's out of order to put a song that has this content into a gospel song category.
Okay.
If it is the gospel artist, that is a different conversation.
Okay.
Because the artist has not branded himself as a gospel artist.
Okay, I get it. That's true. Okay, it makes a lot of sense. It's still Daybreak It's here on Hits 1039 FM. My guest this morning is gospel musician Celestine Donkor. She has a Celestial Praise 11 coming up on the 9th of March at the Victory Bible Church, and you definitely need to be part of this. We're still on it on this conversation. You want to play Celestine? Listen to this song. Listen to this one. Today, that is my work. That's the work I'm doing. I want you to listen to this song.
Okay.
Categorize, or which category would you put the song?
It's a gospel song.
It's a gospel song,
Yeah.
so it's open to be in the gospel category.
Yes. It's a gospel song.
It's a gospel song.
Yes.
Okay, so there you go. And that's a song by Raskuku. He calls this one Paibo.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
It's a gospel song.
Yes,
And it's a
lovely,
nice song.
Yeah, I love it too. Yes, you were on UTV in January.
January.
Yeah.
Was I?
He doesn't remember.
I want to be sure if it was you. And you were advocating for the creation of a dedicated local awards to properly recognize and celebrate the achievements of Ghanaian gospel artists.
UTV.
GTV. Yes.
Okay, I was doing what?
Honestly, I think, yes. This thing about and sometimes, yes, I know you go for interviews, but sometimes some of the things, you said it and it's past, so it's hard to remember. But I think this one, my producer had to step on me here. So he actually, and he says that you said something about dedicated to recognize and celebrate the achievements of gospel musicians. That's a dedicated award scheme. For that. Yes. And so we wanted to find out if we don't already have something like that, like the Praise Achievement Awards.
Yes, I think I actually mentioned Praise Achievement Awards.
Okay.
I think that TGMA is a corporate award scheme. It is not gospel.
Okay.
In actual fact, they give more attention to secular. Looking, I'm saying this based on the categories.
Okay.
That their categories outnumber the gospel category.
Okay.
And even on the day and the performances, they give more time, more artists to the secular than gospel. Gospel abroswa 1, 2. The year we get 3, gospel win the award.
Okay, I think I've also taken notice of, now that you mentioned it, it's just now playing back. Yes.
The year you see plenty gospel singing, trust me, whoever is that gospel artist, you know that she's winning.
Artist of
the year.
Okay.
And so that has been the terrain. And so I think, instead of fighting for more categories on gospel, a corporate platform, a platform that is strictly about business, about Ghana music as a whole, we should rather support those who are doing focusing on gospel award scheme, because then they give more attention to the gospel. So I think that was what I was trying to say. Because I've seen most gospel awards award events come up, and the support is low. The support is low, and I think we should support them. Like Praise Achievements, NGMA. We should support them so that they can do it for us. Yeah, that was what I was trying to say.
Celestine, how do you handle criticism and negative feedback? Especially negative feedback, especially when it comes to the gospel community space. How do you handle it?
Okay, so
Celestine, don't throw bombs.
Oh, thank you for warning me.
How do you handle it? I mean, I just want to know, like, hey. Okay, let me allow
Thank you for warning me.
Feel free, please.
I am naturally somebody who says exactly what is on my mind. My dad is like that. And I have his blood, unfortunately. So, but I've grown to, or I've matured to understand that it's not everything that you can say. So when I hear criticism or I read it, like for example, I posted my husband and I our picture on a very nice day that my husband did me good. And I felt like posting our picture,
appreciating him.
And I posted our picture to motivate him to do more. And then somebody went to comment under the picture that stop disturbing us with this post. Your own too will not last. Yes, and a comment like that, I studied linguistics as I can write. I reply, but Mr. Donkor no go agree.
Mr. Donkor, allow.
Mr. Donkor no go agree. I have this apostolic spirit. I think people must be told exactly what they need to be told. But I've matured to understand that. Reply. It is important to focus on those who are giving you the positive vibe. Even if it is 1%, it is enough to keep your power and your fuel going. So that's what I've resolved to. In short, I'm unbothered.
You're unbothered. Hey, but people too have vim.
Oh yeah, people
Come
people
and write
have
all
vim.
that.
Imagine this aware issue that I said my own name is heavy for me. My own surname is heavy for me. And it became a whole lot of issue.
It was a national
Imagine
issue.
It was a year ago, almost a year ago. Imagine I put Celestial Praise flyer and somebody comments that. It's just funny and interesting, but it's part of what we are doing.
It's part of
part of what we are doing.
Well, we appreciate the fact that right now you're unbothered. Because as you said, I trust you on that one. You won't let it go. But it's good you're unbothered now.
Wow. I'm unbothered.
Just so you know, but it doesn't mean that you people should go out there and be throwing things at her, because that one day, when it gets to that point, she has to reply. She reply
interestingly, I don't reply, but people reply for me.
Because some people, some people,
for me.
I'm telling you, they just get upset and they feel that why, so they always reply. Good morning, Ninoy.
Good morning, Doreen. How are you?
I'm fine. Did you come to report yourself?
Yes, I was there. I was taking my cocoa.
Okay.
And
Mr. Donkor,
you're taking what?
Come.
My cocoa.
Cocoa.
Yes.
Hey, the way you said cocoa is sounding like cocoa.
Did Mr. Donkor push you here?
Yeah, as usual.
Mr. Donkor, why do you like
the
bullying?
superstar is speaking. So I just wanted to...
But he likes bullying you.
Why? I just don't get it.
Oh. He will bully you online, then in person to you bully.
But because of the Wi-Fi, I always...
Trust me, even Bredash too is because of Celestine, so he's not talking. Even Mr. Hagla too.
Celestine, Mr. Donkor.
What Jennifer, because the Kama for Babuno.
Yes. I don't know, like that man, nobody goes here. Like that. see him for Ghana.
Oh my goodness. Mr. Donkor is manager of Celestine Donkor, and he's always on everybody's nerves. Like sometimes you don't know what to do to him, but we still love him regardless. Linoy, are you going for Celestial Praise?
Yes. Oh, I've been in the last 3 or 4 years. I'm part of their production.
Yeah.
So this year I'm on again.
Oh, okay.
And sacrificing my Sunday evenings for them.
Oh.
And it's been that for a while. So we are on again this next Sunday,
Next
the 9th
Sunday.
of March.
Okay.
Celestial Praise has been a personal blessing to me.
Okay.
Normally when you are doing productions, you try to focus work, but when you leave the work and you go into the audience and try and worship, then you see, yes, this is something that was specially made for a time like this.
Okay.
And I always like the timing because you always say I have people's dates.
Yeah.
But I always like the timing because at the point it comes, there's no program that clashes.
Yes,
You know, we
yeah.
start the year with Dinah.
Yeah.
You just zoom to Celestine
Yeah,
before every other person comes, and
Yeah.
it gives you a divine way of worship. And her lineup is always
Solid.
very inspirational and gives us variety of Africa. You know, the last time, I think 2 years ago, Kenya,
Yes, I mentioned in Tanzania. Yeah.
Like, I mean, that was when we didn't allow Christians to go on stage any force.
You did very well. You did very well because I don't know.
Yeah, this year we'll not try that thing again.
You will let him go
We'll
on
not
stage.
try.
Eh?
We'll not try that thing.
You will let him go.
No, we'll put police around Christians.
Very
Yes,
important.
because we can't keep disgracing ourselves to the international market.
I agree.
If we are local in India,
I had that one day you are
But
lying, but not
international
this
people
one
are
day.
coming. Mr.
You said
JC,
that.
Zaza. You know, then you put
Christian
Christian.
is there.
No, he has some dance beat too.
Yeah, that dance did.
Local it said beside you.
Mr. Yes. You know, he had an album 98.
I remember la.
Album na
And he still calls himself a gospel artist.
Oh.
Oh.
How can you write a song like that? After that,
Mr.
you want to perform with international platform like that?
Mr. Dr. Kwesianes, no way. You not been. You're not doctor.
Doctor.
You need the account, Mr. Kwesianes.
You're doing him
Yeah, you will do him dirty because
can do me more than
he
this.
can do well. So I'm sure that is why everything is being handled like this.
Don't worry, he'll get them.
I know.
No, but the
He's
character
probably
is,
Mr.
scripting.
Ernest, it is not me. As
You're-
I sit
you're
here,
back.
the devil is
You
working.
see?
The devil is working through me.
Ah,
But
yes.
I'm not
character is he's on Joy Prime.
Hey.
Mr. Donkor, I hope he's not going to call him more.
But
Oh.
the character is on the 9th of March. We
Yes.
are meeting at Victory Bible Church. And I'm hoping this time Celestine does 2 hours.
Yeah, I mean, she mentioned
Hey,
something
so you're
like
one
that.
of those people.
Yes.
She mentioned it because she said,
If Mr. Donkor is fronted in the consultation with Mr. Donkor.
okay. So
Because the first Celestine Donkor gig, obviously about 1 hour. What I say?
1 hour, but born one
It's
Casanidi.
about gig now about 1 hour. It's normal. So about 2 hours 30, 3 hours.
Yeah, I'm the phone benkwesi wa manama.
Oh, this year, dear,
Celestine
trust
is
me. You get if you want 4 hours, cry, you get.
Celestine is capable.
All
And I
right.
can't wait to see the celestial breed on
Yes,
stage.
on
The
stage.
first time on such a stage.
Okay.
I want to see how they will do on such a stage. So I can't wait to see them. And Kwekuta is now a household name.
Okay.
Everybody knows him. Pastor Edwin Daxon from ICGC.
Oh, my incoming manager.
Hey.
Oh, you know, we did a rehearsal on air.
No, but
And he said, per what I did,
Yeah.
there's something there.
Hey.
So
it
we
has
just
been there since. But
Oh, it has been there, but you see,
It
you
has
all
just never
refuse.
been
You all refuse to see that thing. And Pastor Edwin Daxon came to sit here
No, but
and
wait,
saw
oh,
that.
Wait, oh, I was coming when I was driving. I heard Celestine singing "This Far by Grace," but he didn't continue.
I sang
What
some.
happened? You didn't.
I
you
was
didn't.
also waiting for that
You were
part.
waiting for that part?
I was looking at her
But
like,
continue the song.
Oh, I sang it with her. When we got there, we all stopped.
Oh, you off your mic?
We all stopped.
You all stopped.
Yes.
I only heard her voice.
Oh, I was spat. Mine was faint.
she was doing it spiritually. Spiritual singing. Pa.
So the 9th of March, you will meet at
Yes,
Victory Bible
yes.
Church.
So I mean, get your tickets on time because sometimes you like to wait last minute. No, make up your mind and be there on the night. As I said, after Independence Day celebration, then we all move. You know, we move like that. And we keep going and all that. Yes. Celestine Donkor is her name, first of her kind. Yes, so Celestine, I mean, what advice would you give up and coming gospel artists in Ghana who are looking to break into the scene as well?
Well, I'll say that you should keep working hard. You should not give up, okay? Not give up. Let me say that Ghana's media, when it comes to TV, radio, and bloggers and everything, I think compared to other places I have been and experienced, because I have artists who host events in other countries, they are very supportive, but you need to know how to relate with them,
Right.
and also know how to, it's not about getting the person to play a song. It's about having a relationship with the person. Menko kakra. Yeah, I think I appreciate Ghana media for doing a great job when it comes to how supportive they've been to my music, to my event. I mean, it's been very supportive. And I understand why Mr. Donkor has been fighting you guys, because he wants to get he wants you to know that you cannot treat a family member anyhow.
Very, very important.
And so that is one key the young and upcoming ones can pick from. Build relationship with the media people. Because if your song is as nice as what, and it's not heard, it's not played, it's not being promoted. It's as dark as unreleased. Yeah.
Dead. You can play it in your room.
So don't be afraid. Go to them and talk to them. Ask for their support so that they can, promote your songs for you.
Right. Thank you so much. And I hope you all let this advice sink in deeply. It has to sink. Her name is Celestine Donkor. She's the only Celestine Donkor I know online. So when you go on there and you want to talk to her, please be mindful to her. Please be respectful and talk to her. Anything about her, do well to go online. You find. I have some few messages here. Let me just read them to you. Says, good morning, Sister Dorian, our beloved Mother Celestine. Sister Dorian, please help me thank Mother Celestine for inspiring me. I watched her interview in one of the TV shows. She talked about her life issues from the childhood till now. She mentioned of people who were saying bad things about her when she was growing up, but that didn't put her down. Every day in my life, I meditate on this statement she made. God richly bless you for me. Hashtag Martha Obinyame from Ashaman.
Okay.
All right. And Lace Nana says, salute from Afar Doreen, Celestine, Bredash, and all your intelligent pundits. Ablekumanana Lace. Ablekuma. You won't keep person. Says, Doreen, I'm enjoying the time with my favorite gospel soldier. I just want to say good morning to her. I will be at Celestial Praise live and Khaled. Hashtag Daybreak. It's from Aigbeni Dogbeda. So there you go. These are some of your messages. And this is where we wrap it all up with Celestine Donkor. Remember, the 9th of March, be at Victory Bible Church. And as she said, time is 3:55. So make sure you're there on time. Be part of history. It's Celestial Praise 11. Go and thank God. And thank you for making this happen for us, Celestine.
Thank you. Have I said my final words? I haven't.
Oh, add up. add up.
Let me thank my sponsors, Tank Palace Hotel and African World for flying my guests. And also the whole management team, my band, my BVs. The kind of work we put in behind the scene is no joke. I thank them all for being supportive and being, believing in the dream and even praying and sowing into it. May the Lord bless you all. I have a soft spot for choirs, and so we have a special package for church choirs. I say that if you love Celestine Donkor music, and if you're a pastor hearing me, this is the time you also give your choir the opportunity to experience, the sitting down and being ministered to, because these choirs and these praise and worship leaders, they always prepare to go and sing for the church. Always prepare to sing. I've been there for years, and it drains you. And so when events like this come up and you support them to go and also sit and be blessed, is a beautiful thing. And so we want to make it possible for you by giving you a discounted ticket for choirs. So kindly call 024 07 19133 024 07 19133. Please, as you are hearing me, God is telling you, call Celestine and support. Don't stop hearing that voice. Obey.
Very important.
Oh, Ben, those are her last words. Thank you so much, Celestine, and it's a pleasure having you this morning. All the best, and we wish you all the best, basically. Wish you all the best, right? It's still Daybreak. It's here on Hit 1039 FM. We are on from now till 10 a.m., so make sure you're on here with us. But